Well, I'm Bob Frizzell with my Las Vegas hat on, and I'm just going to give you what we call the story so far. The story so far is not only an update, but mostly précis, a concise statement of what we are doing here on the reality game. The reality game is here on YouTube at InfiniteBob99 or over on Instagram. We have some of it, be it Instagram keeps us to only short segments, so not the whole thing. Burrows, Bobby. Okay, so what has happened? Well, to make a long story short, we're unable to give you the whole movie in a small soundbite, but it's mostly about going to the back of the room and screaming as loud as you can and seeing if anybody, someone's screaming at the back of the room. Should I go back there and find out what's going on, or should I just sit here and eat popcorn, or should I run to the door and run away? That is the way you can react in the reality game. Either you can get directly involved, you can stay quietly eating popcorn and witness it, or you don't like it and you can do what we call bugging out, in other words, leaving. If you are never going to participate in the reality game, then you might as well be non existent because reality keeps going on moment after moment. And thus, you must always choose whether you're going to watch Netflix, television, or whether you're going to constantly be in a state of leaving, or if you're going to be participating in the reality game. The main theme on planet Earth today. You down there? Yes. Sleeping? No. Insufficient data to continue my story. I was going to be giving you a rundown of what is what. Um, uh, it's kind of dull. I mean, that's what happens when someone tells you a story, unless it's very quick, like oh, I don't know. Most people, when they tell you what happens, it's poor acting. Okay. If you go to a movie and someone just is on camera, like me, talking and talking and talking, it makes for a lousy film. Instead of me telling you in words what happened, what a good movie does, every movie does, is they actually video the action going on so you can witness the actual action rather than having someone say anything at all. However, I'm unable to film anything of action. I'm basically telling you, can't give you any good information right now. I'm in the middle of rewatching Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and it's because Rumpelstiltskin, um, it's one of his favorite movies. His favorite character is Meriadoc the Hobbit, and it's all about courage. If you know Rumpelstiltskin, and you probably don't, he is a very tiny king, the king of the imps, and he has a huge heart, and he's also very ferocious. Very ferocious. Um, Anyways, he has a rogues gallery that travels with him. And at the moment, the rogues are in the back making tea and crumpets. They're going to have strawberry jam and butter, real butter, not margarine, on their crumpets. And they might spray a little bit of nutmeg, powdered nutmeg, over top for color. that is your update. It sounds very boring. I'm terribly sorry. If you want something more exciting, I don't know. Our world has become very dull. The cities are incredibly dull. Nothing ever happens. Every time I walk into a bar, it's supposed to be a bar joke, you know. I walked into a bar and such and such and such. I walk into a bar and I see the same thing all the time. Different variations of the same clones. The humans are clones. It's very sad. We never seem to get any real characters anymore. Anybody who's really offbeat and wild. It's pathetic. It's truly pathetic. However, I'll do my best to brighten up your day next time. Okay, so I'm never going to be able to totally understand how Stagecraft does what they do. Stagecraft for the reality game is basically the way the universe arranges everything perfectly for you with synchronicity and serendipity and deja vu and premonitions and all kinds of very interesting intuitional kind of things, also known as right brain things. Okay, so I'm still waiting for the extraterrestrials to be officially announced by the governments and the news that they're real and that they're here. I keep hearing this on YouTube, but well, it's very difficult to try and figure out who is going to be the one who's going to officially bring out someone from another planet. I mean, they're going to have somebody there who's acting the part. No one really thinks that they're going to have someone who's really going to show up and look like an extraterrestrial. I mean, apparently the human model is very common to many planets. It's a universal program, part of the universe. So why wouldn't it use it on multiple planets? It's a morphogenic field for the human form. So, but what other kinds of forms might we see if they were extraterrestrial? I don't know. Dolphins, perhaps? That's all I got for you. I'm Bob Frizzell and Rumpelstiltskin, my associate. Oh, one more thing. If you're going to go into how you're going to get into a yellow brick road, well, you have to get in a set of some place where you can get involved with people. And you never know when that's going to be. So don't be afraid to get out, mingle any way you can. Oh, one more thing, and don't be too concerned. Oh, one more thing. No one is my Valentine right now. I was thinking this week I was going to sing the song "My Funny Valentine." Matt Damon did it in a movie, and that's on the internet. It's kind of a cute song, so I'm thinking about that one.